It's your boy Mello, Sap Live, man. I'm back here with Datin. What's good, man?
What it is, brother?
So,
Good to
hey,
see you.
man, how I feel being a new part of the Gong team. Explain how that whole thing came about, man.
Man, you know, he's been my man for a couple years now. I first started off on the A&R side, and you know, I think it just only seemed right. You know, I've been rocking with them. My first mixtape had all of them on it. You know, we family, and Biz just saw. I mean, he thought it was a good fit, so we made it happen.
Okay, so
I'm kid.
after the first time we seen you, we've been seeing you throw the mixtape out, throw the hip hop out, you still your CDs on YouTube. But when you came out, I thought that was the first time at Flavor Fest when you did the freestyle. But you were saying you were behind the scenes with the A&R stuff.
Yeah.
So you've been rocking for a minute. It ain't
For a
just like
minute.
something.
Well, I've probably been, I've been dealing with him for about 2 years, and officially became an A&R maybe an A&R about a year ago. And yeah, around that time I was already A&R for him. And just not as an artist, I didn't make it public because, you know, it seems kind of whack. Like, oh, okay, you're an A&R, but what's up with the artist joint? You know, oh, he probably corny. So we kept it on the low. And then he just decided to bring me on, and he liked what he was hearing, and it is what it is.
So tell us about the new project you're working on since you became Gong. We heard the freestyle. You killed that. You on the Love We Share on the Well Wishes album.
Right now, y'all actually the first media outlet that I'm sharing this with. The project, the mixtape is gonna be called Death and Rebirth of 2. It's a continuation mixtape I dropped as a secular artist. It moved probably over 30,000 copies. And I know people may be like, what, you dropping a part 2 to your secular project, and start questioning. I mean, the goal with this particular project is to reach those fans. Still to this day, people inquire about it, they hit me up, oh man, where's the Death and Rebirth of? How can I get that? So I'm using this project to aim at them, and the project is full of the gospel. It's just directed towards the lost instead of the church. And that's the goal. We're going to be out late January, early February, and then we following with the album. The album's called Roar. Roar is definitely for the body. It's to hype us up and let us know that we're at the end of days, and it's time to be bold, proclaim His name for His glory while we still can, while we have the freedom.
Yo, my name's Kid. That's the first
what we like about you and the audiences want to know is when you came over to God Over Money, we noticed that your craft elevated. Is that a push from Bizzle, or is that just the hunger still going for the game?
Man, that's just the hunger in me. I guess, you know, my accountability would tell me, yo man, you need to dumb down your wordplay. So, you know, this is ministry, it's not just all about hip hop, and you want to be heard, you want them to understand you, and I'm real wordy, I'm heavy on wordplay. So I kind of calmed it down a little bit, and I love my project, I would still promote it, but in terms of like style, I dumbed it down, not lyrically or the content, but my wordplay and my flow. So, man, the pages are off now, and you know, I love my accountability. I disagree, and I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna come with it, and I've been coming with it, and
you're talking to your best
hits me up one day randomly, and he's like, look, man, we're gonna have to put you on. I hate you, but this is what we need. You know, I had dropped the 2 verses on Well Wishes. He's like, this is the type of heavy on the wordplay, and I told him why. I strayed away from it, just like I told y'all, but I'm back on it. He's like, yeah, this is what we need, this fits. And you already know the end result.
Honestly, it's needed because a lot of the times, like especially where we at, the Christian rap that we do have is kind of real watered down. So when they hear stuff like Well Wishes and they hear it, turn the speakers on, and they hear that, they tend to question it because of the tempo, the beat, the gritty sound.
secure me with happiness.
What would you tell those people,
Like
like the youth that listen to it, that want to listen to it, but the parents just tell them like it's not good? Like, how do we inspire them to be different and creative?
You talking about as far as the parents telling them to turn off Christian hip hop?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, you know, no disrespect, but your parents listen to the content. It's full of the gospel, and if it's not, turn it off. But you know, even this Christian rap is crap. I'm not saying no. I only listen to Christian hip hop. I'm a fan of many people, but there's a lot of it that's garbage. It's lacks in content. It's watered down. It's sonically poor. So to turn that off, you know, get your parents to listen to the lyrics, point them out, learn them, spit them, recite them. Like, look what he said. And we just here to glorify Jesus. The reason why I definitely felt led by the Lord to sign with God over money is people may see the aggression on the outside. Visuals, you know, he's real aggressive. He attacks tough subjects. That dude is a man of prayer. He's turned down opportunities where I'm like, I'm sure that's God. I'm telling you, I'm good. I ain't feeling a release from the Lord. That's a man of prayer. He's ministry minded, and you know, I kind of, the more you get exposed to the culture, I meet a lot of solid people. I meet a lot of people that'll disappoint you in a sense, like, oh man, he ain't really about this thing. But Bezu's about this thing. I know my heart. I ain't perfect. I fall short all the time, but I know my heart's desire is to glorify God. And I just feel like, yo, that's who I want to run with, because we both have the same desires, just to glorify Jesus, and that's it.
My last question, I noticed you have a ring on your finger.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you're married.
Yes.
Can you re-innovate on that? Because we in an era where, you know, we like to ball, we like to be all play alike and stuff, man. We don't really have too many talk about their marriage.
Oh,
man.
bro, I ain't ashamed to talk about my marriage. I love my wife to death. So much so that I moved from everything I know just to be with her. Of course, led by prayer, feeling the peace and the release to do so. But I did it. We've gone out of the way, but on both sides, just to be with each other, to make this work. We did it right. We did it God's way. You know, didn't move in unmarried and weren't you know, fornicating. We waited, did it right, and my wife is my everything. My stepdaughter is my everything. I love them to death. We've been married. It's gonna be 3 years in February, and so we still got that newlywed vibe. We just got our first apartment. Everything's great.
Well, let the people know where they can reach you at.
What up, Triple D, aka Datin. You can reach me on Facebook, Datin, D-A-T-I-N, Berrios, B-E-R-R-I-O-S, or D-A-T-I-N, and like my music page. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Datin, D-A-T-I-N _ Triple D, T-R-I-P-L-E-D.
It's your boy Mello here with Datin, Sap Live, man. We out.
God over money. What it do, what it is, good people. It's your man Triple D, aka Datin, representing God over money, and you're now tuned in to Sap Live.